Okay, so SummerSlam is done. We had our double Fallout shows. And you know what? This felt like a nice, soft reboot. Which definitely do need. I think that once Wildcard fully goes away, and we start seeing both sides actually settle down, we get some pretty good stuff. Now, big things, of course, King of the Ring, 8 guys Raw, 8 guys SmackDown. Card looks pretty good on both sides. I like seeing names like Andrade, Kevin Owens, Murphy, Ali, Samoa Joe. I mean, there's some, Cedric Alexander, Drew McIntyre. It's pretty much a lot of your mid, upper mid card guys, which is good. I like how they mentioned it's going to be a tournament that's going to take a while. Which, good. 8 guys on each show gives you 4 matches on each show. Those 4 matches lead to 2 more matches. Those 2 lead to 1, and those 2 lead to 1 final one. That's a lot of matches. Because just on one show you've got 4 for your opening round, then 2, so you're at 6, 7. You got 7 matches. That's 15 matches total that practically write themselves. It's almost like tournaments are easy to do. Who'd have thought it? And I've seen that NXT finished their Breakout Star tournament, which I love the idea of that. Give people who are either brand new or haven't had a title opportunity a shot at a championship. I like that. It guarantees you to have a new matchup. Ironically, that's how part of the reason why Sheamus was able to take on John Cena and beat him in a tables match. Because he wasn't a champion and hadn't been a champion yet. Hadn't even feuded for a title. And it allows him to take somebody new, rocket strap him, and push forward. A lot of good options from it. I mean, King Corbin, King McIntyre, King Ricochet. There's a lot of, King Joe, King Owens. There's a lot of good stuff you can do with the tournament, which is awesome. Something happened on Raw. Oh yeah, Sasha Banks came back and she went heel. Thank you. Face Sasha Banks is bland. The Boss, very good. That's why people still cheer her, even though she's beaten up Natalia, who was injured and mentioned that it was the 1-year anniversary of when her dad died. And then she beat up the Man. Good. The Man's been calling out the Boss online. Now that you're going to have a match, you're going to have awesome promos, great in-ring work, which we haven't had for quite some time. Charlotte, amazing in the ring, kind of robotic on the mic. Speaking of Charlotte, she got to have a pretty solid match with Ember Moon. We knew Ember was going to lose because Charlotte just defeated Trish Stratus. You don't go from a high-profile match with a victory to then losing on SmackDown. But it was a good match. It really showcased what Ember Moon can do, which we need. We need to develop more serious contenders beyond the 4 Horsewomen. Speaking of Sasha coming back, the tag belts were defended. Women's tag belts. Bliss and Cross, actually, really 2 strong character actors who are, I would say Cross is good in the ring. Bliss is getting there. I still think the concussions have made her gun-shy with a lot of moves. I think she's hit that point where she knows one errant move and her career is done. Makes her kind of hesitant with some things. Especially people who wrestle more of a snug style. Kairi Sane and Asuka. Why'd you call up Kairi Sane? They've done virtually nothing. At this point in time, you could take any 2 women on the same show, throw them together, and make them a tag team. Pick 2 faces, put them together. I'm still surprised they didn't actually run more with Lacey Evans and Charlotte. Charlotte hasn't been a tag champ. Charlotte and Lacey, visually it makes sense. It allows Lacey to get to the rope from Charlotte. And then you've got 2 incredibly athletic, towering blonde women. It's the Twin Towers. You have 2 towering blondes. You call them Snoo Snoo. It's mind-bogglingly easy to look at and go, tall built blonde, who's very good in the ring, still needs some character work, big, tall, blonde. Pretty solid character work, needs help in the ring. But wait, this one's got a strength and a weakness. This one has a strength and a weakness. What are you doing? They can overlap, and it could work. Put a third one together, and you have a female Shield. So women's division is in a much better place now. Tag belts are still where the tag belts have been since WrestleMania. Tag divisions. I think the New Day is feuding with maybe the Revival in a cross-promotion tag team feud. The OC is feuding with no tag team. It's almost like, one of the Usos getting busted kind of threw a big monkey wrench in the way they wanted to do that. Even the Revival OC? Yes. Give me an old school Southern tag team and a Japanese style tag team and let them just run wild. Well, who's the crowd going to cheer for? Whichever team they like. Heel versus heel works well enough if your tag division is that bad. Or if you want to go really nuts, the Viking Raider experience, Japanese hard-hitting tag team, OC, Japanese hard-hitting tag team, just put them in just a knockdown, drag-out brawl where neither team gets a victory. Have them do, a disqualification finish because they're just beating each other. It's all four of the guys in the ring. The ref can't maintain any order. Then you can do 1 week of one-on-one matches of other guy. Next week, one-on-one match of the other guy. And next thing you know, guess what? You filled out and then go into pay-per-view match if you want to. You've now done a month. A month. Right there. Just match. Ends in some sort of schmoz. We did a one-on-one match for the next 2 weeks. You have them go fall a piece. Maybe AJ get involved in one of them. Just do something with your tag teams. Mid-card belts. Cool. Shinsuke Nakamura's not on the show. It's okay. Ali wasn't on the show either, but it's okay. The U.S. title is on AJ Styles. AJ Styles took on Seth Rollins, who then they jumped 3-on-1, but then Ricochet came down, as did Braun Strowman. So now AJ Styles taking on Strowman? I dig that. AJ works really well against anybody. I'm pretty sure AJ could wrestle an invisible guy and probably still get like a 3.5-star match. 4.5-star match with Pistol Tokyo. So, the belt on AJ will make it look awesome. I almost wish he would do an open challenge, but he's a heel. Main belts. Seth is feuding with AJ? I think there's room to figure out who Seth's going to feud with now for his title. So they can't do Corbin again. He's stuck in the King of the Ring tournament. Same with McIntyre. AJ has got Strowman, which means Strowman's out of the picture. I think Lashley is still currently injured. Lashley comes back. I think Rollins could be a solid match. So they need to find a dance partner for Rollins. Kofi's got Orton. I will say I like the fact that it was like, Revival's taking on 2/3 of the New Day. I ain't nothing going on. I'll team with the Revival. You want in on this, Kofi? 2-on-2 into a 3-on-3? With Orton coming in, hitting his spots. being slimy, hitting everyone with an RKO, I'll allow it. It's cool. Keeps the match going. You can tell that Orton knows he's got Clash of the Champions. And that he knows this is going to Hell in a Cell. You can't do something like this and have it with that much history and not go to Hell in a Cell. Just can't. It doesn't make any sense. So we know we're going to see a solid, sadistic, well-built match because they couldn't do it for SummerSlam. Kofi was out doing stuff and Randy was on vacation, doing things to his wife and taking an RKO from his wife. Because, family goals. Aleister Black is still going to pick a fight with him once you knock on his door. I will say the rollout for Aleister Black and Bray Wyatt have been beautiful. We should put them in the ring? No. You don't put them in the ring all the time. Why not? Ruins the mystique of the guy. He can get over by talking. Talking. How many weeks did Elias have a match? Elias got in the ring and he played his guitar. The crowd was satisfied with Elias with the guitar having someone yell at him and then probably getting beat up. He didn't need to do all these long drawn out matches. Doesn't need to. So now we'll talk about all the non-title stuff. Buddy Murphy got attacked by Rowan because he told Roman Reigns, "It's Rowan." Roman was like, "It wasn't me. You lied." Which then made Roman kind of go, "You want to fight, Buddy?" And then Buddy went, "Yes, get me onto the show." And you know what? If you've watched 205 Live, ironically I found out I don't watch 205 Live as much now. There's no Ali, Alexander, or Murphy, because those three guys in any combination and throw in any fourth for a dance partner, and you had an amazing series of matches. Ali and Murphy probably put on some of the best matches on 205 Live. And then you would have Cedric Alexander and Ali. Two faces. One was the heart, one was the soul. They put on beautiful matches. Same thing with watching Alexander and Murphy. Murphy went from being that guy in the tag team that Alexa Bliss managed to just being a flat-out stud in that ring. Now that people know what he can do, I can't think of a single person on Raw or SmackDown that he would have a bad match with. I could see him having an absolutely knee-clattering clinic with someone like Nakamura. Or just have him on the go, okay, you got 15 minutes. And then go, call it in the ring, call it in the ring. And they would put on a beautiful series of matches. Turn him face, have him feud with Andrade. Keep him heel, have him take on Balor. The guy's a moveset that works beautifully well from both a face and a heel standpoint. Nice, high impactful moves, good crowd popping aerials. And the fact that he also can do just, when you're on the ground, knee strike. And the way his gear is set up, with the frilliness he has on his thighs, when he goes for a knee, you can tell there's some space, but the way his gear is designed, you see the flow coming from like the fringe parts on the thigh. So it gives him that extra kind of like, it's like having long hair taking a punch in the face where you can have the hair down and it gives you the illusion of much greater contact. And he also does it pretty snug too. Depending on camera, it looks really good, and he knows how to. He's got down the art of, here's the impact, here's where your eyes are, my hand is here doing the sound, and it syncs up beautifully. Actually, you know what? Turn him face down and take on Dolph Ziggler. Okay, I hit you with a knee strike. I do a backflip when I take it. Okay, that'll work. I will say I kind of like the direction that they're going with the I know who attacked Roman Reigns. And it being Daniel Bryan, who knows. Maybe that would be his announcement. His announcement will be that he was the one who wanted to attack Roman Reigns. Remember that? When they dropped that? So I'm okay with that. I'm glad the fact too that Joe went from, you know what, Joe? I apologize. I'm sorry this happened to you. Good. I'm gonna go kill some people right now. What? Like who? Hey, Sami Zayn, yeah? Over you talking smack. Or the Street Profits. Who will also say they're absolutely hilarious. Yo, man, we gotta hype up the matches and stuff. Yo, fam. Oh, man, the after party and stuff. Oh, man, I'm dehydrated, yo. What do you think about the match with Alexa Bliss and your girl, Nikki Cross? So, yeah. She got some water, man. Oh, man, the charisma on Montez Ford. I'm thinking you can put him in that charisma vacuum and he would still get them over. Like, it could be Montez Ford and Del Rio in a match not in Mexico, and he can make Del Rio seem amazing and invigorating. I like seeing Joe just flat out kill Sami Zayn. And then with Kevin Owens being like, oh, Kevin Owens being all Billy Badass. That's okay. Let me have a match with him. You know? Joe being tweener. I'm cool with that. I still would have loved to have seen Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe. We have a tape called the Samoan Joes. And Roman Reigns and it becomes Joe Inoki. And then I'll see there's a hard character break from the character to be the man behind the character. And it could be pretty awesome, I think. Because now that he's hit that spot where it's like, you want me in the main event? I don't need to be in the main event. What? I don't need to be. They can do their stuff. I want that guy. What? I'll feud with that guy for a little bit. Get him built up. I'll make him look great. I'll still get over, but he'll look amazing losing. And then his stock has been raised by me. Oh. Like I said, that's cool. But who could be attacking Reigns? Maybe it's Rusev. Maybe it's Luke Harper. Maybe it's Eugene. The Undisputed Era. Aleister Black. Cesaro. The OC. Shane McMahon. Drew McIntyre. Drake Maverick. R-Truth. Put anybody in there. Could be one of the Usos because, you know, their daddy did it for The Rock. Why not do it for Brian? I don't know. It's got enough going that it feels like whatever they go the direction for it to finish it off will probably be pretty decent. Which at the end of the day is all we kind of ask for from Vince. Give us something that makes sense enough that we can be cool with it and we're fine. That's it. So I'd say overall we're in a better spot. Because since we don't know exactly who's going to be feuding with the Universal title, we've got weeks to do it. We've got several weeks of solid matches with the King of the Ring tournament. Great to see a Queen of the Ring go at the same time too, but I'm thinking if they're going to end King of the Ring at like Clash of Champions or maybe Survivor Series or somewhere between there, you could do a post Clash of Champions Queen of the Ring and then have whoever wins that can feud for the title at, I don't know, TLC. Or maybe the winner of that gets a title shot at Royal Rumble. They've got enough matches between here and there to make it work. Women's division, now Sasha Banks coming back. You know, we now have at least 2 solid women's programs. We know we're probably going to see Charlotte take on Bayley. It's Clash of Champions is in Charlotte. Charlotte has matches in Charlotte. Why not? And the tag divisions, they're still in flux. I think it's probably because of, you know, the USO going out. But they've got enough teams that they can work with enough time to actually get things set up. They've got time between now and Clash of Champions to get things to work. Clash of Champions is the B pay-per-view. It's followed up right away by Hell in a Cell. It's like a B+, and then it goes in Survivor Series, which I think is currently going to be brand versus brand. So they've got things set up in enough of a way that they can just do some small storylines Because then we know that most of November is going to be spent on doing brand versus brand. Which, you know what, is kind of easy to write because you can still do some of the matches. But it's now all of a sudden, if I beat you for your title, I get to represent the Raw brand at Survivor Series. I do wish that they would make Survivor Series, since that's going to be technically, I think, the second event after the channel split. That would actually be a great time to do something that's like, well, if you win, you know, the tag team match, that team, the winning show gets a pick. Do a small roster adjustment after Survivor Series by doing the whole, you know, okay, if the tag team division wins a match, we get a pick. The women win the match, we get a pick. Whichever side wins the match gets a pick. And then you make your big, like, 5-on-5 match, winning team gets 2 picks. In fact, they get the first and the last pick of the draft. So someone gets, like, we take so-and-so. Well, it's our draft, we draft that guy back. That's fine, we get the last draft of the night anyways. Work Survivor Series into the drafts, that way then when the matches are done, they actually have an impact on specifically what's going to happen for the next couple of months. And then if things don't work out well, you have the Royal Rumble to do a switch of a male and female competitor if you need to.